Welcome back to another deep dive with Colin. Today we're going to be combining a couple of things that we've talked about in recent videos, specifically the Fashion Soft additive that we used in the Made in America print to give our design a lot of softness and fade into the shirt. And we're also going to be talking about the vintage effect that we showed at the end of our last video, where we put Fashion Soft again into the white to get a really nice vintage look, soft look to the white that we had in that print. So when you look at the prints here, this is the design that we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about the distressing effect that we've added to this print. And at the end of the video, we're going to show you the effects of adding the Fashion Soft and printing through higher mesh counts. So let's jump into Illustrator and Photoshop and talk about the art that we're going to work with today.
Our goal today is to take a design and make it look like it's been around for 10, 20, 30 years. In order to do this, we're going to do two things. We're going to add a distressing filter to it, similar to this one, or maybe even this one. We're going to be going over how to find a good distress filter and how to choose one that's going to be best for you in your situation. And then once we're done with that, we'll make some screens. We're going to be printing through higher mesh counts, 230 to 305 mesh. And then we're going to be modifying our inks a little bit so that a little bit of that shirt ends up coming through that ink when the job's all done. So in combination, so that ink is being able to see some of the shirt color influencing it, some of the shirt fibers, as well as that distress function is going to make the shirt look like it's been around for a while, as it's gone through 20, 60, 80 wash cycles, and the print is starting to fall apart, which is what we all love about those old vintage shirts. They have age and character to them. So let's talk more about the distressing filters that we can be using in our designs. There are two main variants. One is a Photoshop type, which is either a TIFF or a grayscale or a bitmap, something that feels much more natural. And then of course there are the vectored versions, and the vector versions are not bad, but they certainly feel a little bit more mechanical. And here's a good example. This one is a cracks. And when you look at it by itself, it's like, oh, that doesn't look too bad. It's fine. And then you put it on top of the design, you're like, yeah, that looks a little too much, a little big, a little uniform, even though it's not really uniform. You need to start removing pieces, knocking stuff out. Oh, maybe the cracks are too big. Let's make it smaller. Here's a version where it's smaller, but it just starts to feel maybe a little too much. Now, there's nothing wrong with this. I have a personal preference in what I see. So in this case, I like something more like this. This is a distress filter out of Photoshop. This specifically is a bitmap filter. And this is what it looks like isolated on the background. It feels like there are parts of the design that have actually been rubbed off over time. This feels natural. This one is another typical bitmap filter. When we zoom in, we can see all these teeny tiny dots. And of course, that's fine. You know, most of us are not going to be able to keep that on the screen, but what it'll do is it'll start to enhance some of that contrast. Go do something, go play with it. You're gonna see a lot of cool things that you can do with a high resolution bitmap filter. But in this, I really like the cracking, and I would love it if I had a design like this, that the cracking was more isolated out of these other darker elements. This one is the same version that you just saw in Illustrator, but of course on the Photoshop white background. And this one is grayscale information. I grabbed this one because I really like that I could take what I have here, remove the background from it and get it isolated. This was how it started out. It's on a white background. I grabbed a lot of it and ended up isolating it on a, on a floated background, and then I put a white background behind it so I can see it. So I can take this, select all, copy, and overlay that into my Photoshop file here, move some things around. And again, because this is grayscale, that's not meant to be perfect. I'm not worried about any of the artifacting that could happen with the edge quality just yet. So let's give this a color overlay of white so we can see how it looks now. Now, when I duplicate this, any area that was not 100% solid in the distress filter is going to start to add to it. So it's going to end up stacking how much it blocks. So we're seeing more and less distressing in here. Let me duplicate this again. We can see that it's getting stronger and stronger. And there's nothing wrong with duplicating your filters on top. So if we were to, let's see, make this a black background, go back to making that black, that black, that black, you can see the effect. It's a little bit more stark. Go back to this, make it all white. So very quick ways to go about creating or messing around with distressing filters. Let's take my eraser tool, go to a brush size, change that size, make it soft, and start removing some of this. Maybe I want this to be a little bit more clear up here. Go to the next layer. And you can start playing around like this with your filters until you get one that you're really happy with. And these are infinitely customizable like this. So let's go back to Illustrator. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this file, this version, I'm going to put it into my template for printing out on the spider. Now, because there is no actual tonal information in here, these filters are all bitmaps already. There's nothing to halftone out from the distress filter, but I do have some halftone dots going down. I have some red halftone here, 24%, and then I also have some green halftone here. So I'm going to, when I hit print, I'm going to look at each of these and create a slightly different halftone pattern for the effect that I want. Now I have a very basic level of information in here: cream color, light green, red, and dark green. The exact colors I'm going to use have not yet been determined. I'm going to try and use some of the Rio RFUs where I can in here. I'll probably need to mix up that cream background color. The light green as well, I'll probably need to mix up. Let's go through the print process, the printing to film. So print, we are going to choose the spider. We need to make sure we choose the right rip. Go to custom. There we go. Everything is here. Go to output, separations, no CMYK. Let's see, I have cream, vintage, old green, vintage green, vintage red. I'm not doing a white, even though I have a white here. I'm turning off what I don't need. The cream is going to be solid, so I don't need to worry about halftones. The vintage old green is going to be, I am doing this one as a line. And what I'm hoping to, what I'm going to get is we're going to get this cross hatching over here in all the areas of shadow. The red, I'm going to do this as a 60 line, 22.5, and as a dot. And the light green, the vintage green, I have no halftone effect going in there, and in the cream I have no halftone effect. The cream is underlaying some of this red in here, so this dot, this red dot, is going to end up falling on top of it and blending in and creating a slightly darker tone. And that's it. I'm going to hit print. And now this will be processed by the spider.
So after all of that, we shot the screens on 230 mesh using the Spider 2. We got up on press and we mixed up our inks with some Fashion Soft. You did see me prep a couple of colors that I needed to mix up, that cream and the light green, using the Rio RFU colors and the Fashion Soft. And then I printed this on white as a control so I knew what my colors looked like. And this turned out really sharp, really clean. It feels incredibly soft. When I run my hand over it, it barely feels like anything is there. And that is my end goal, to have a print that is incredibly soft and feels like it's more of a part of the shirt. But the downside to doing all of this comes from the broad variety of shirt colors that we can print on. We're always creating our colors and the softness depending on the shirt that we are actually printing on. You can see on this green here that the design looks really good on that shirt color. But as we start to go into darker and darker shirt colors, we can see that some of the colors start to dive into that fabric and get muted further than we really want it to. We still have a great vintage effect in the distressing and the softness of the print and how it dives into the garment. It's still doing everything that we want there. Your customer may come in and go, I want that red to pop a little bit more. And that's always going to be a little bit of a back and forth question, because if we put anything under that ink to brighten it up, it adds a little bit to the hand. Now, as in that Made in America print, you can create a lot of softness even with an underbase, but you're limited on the amount of brightness you can get out of it. So as we go to the darkest color that I sampled this on, you can see that the red and the green definitely dove into the shirt color. Now maybe there's some adjustments I can make to the art in order to create better contrast. I mean, that's definitely part of the conversation, but we wanted to illustrate where the conversation could go with your customer. So as we got to darker and darker shirt colors, I did find that flashing the cream color here was necessary in order to keep some of that brightness. I still have a softer feel to it, but it does increase that crispness of the hand. You feel that there's plastisol there a little more, which is not a negative thing, it's just an observation. So how would we end up brightening this out? Like I said, a little bit of a white underbase, a tonal underbase is going to help a lot because those little dots are going to give you a lot of bend to it. But you can also end up seeing those dots as a little bit of a speckling in your print. So what would I do to increase the brightness of the print? I'd go with the Discharge underbase. Now, Discharge doesn't work on all fabrics, but if the cotton in the garment can be discharged out at least a little bit to a lot, it's going to go a long way to increasing the brightness of your print here. Maybe I should do a deep dive on how to do good discharge printing. Yeah, I'll do that next. Thank you all for joining us for this deep dive. We're talking about vintage prints with distressing, going through the process in Illustrator and Photoshop on picking that vintage look for your design, that distressing effect. As always, leave a comment down below on things that you still have questions on in the video, or even things that you're like, hey, what if I did? Throw that down below. We'd love to have a conversation with you. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We'll see you all in the next one.